Another one of the clients that came in for our wellness center had diabetes, and she's like, oh, the doctors for years cannot regulate my blood sugar. It's never below 265. The insulins don't work. They've tried everything. I'm like, okay, this is lowering your blood sugar. This isn't very hard at all. And she, of course, monitored that. So I'm like, okay, here is a plan. And I talked to her about what blood sugar is and how the glucose gets into the cell and what is needed to make that happen. And so I talked about the diet, and I suggested the dietary changes that she make that day. And she went home and did that. I suggested when she was done with lunch that day to put everything down and get out and walk for as long as she could, 15 minutes, a half an hour, whatever she could. And I brought her husband in for this entire consultation so he could hear everything. And then for dinner, the same thing. Eat dinner, put everything down, don't put anything away, just go for a walk immediately after dinner. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you could do. Suggested adding cinnamon because cinnamon is very high in chromium, and that's very helpful because chromium is needed in order for glucose and insulin to work together and get absorbed to create ATP, anyhow, into the cell. And so boom, I get this phone call. Her blood sugar went down to 125 in 4 hours. So there is so much behind type 2 diabetes, and I have never had a client ever not be able to get off of insulin and do everything to reverse that issue at home. The most it's ever taken is 6 weeks, usually is within a week to 2 weeks.